To inspect, tension, and align the drive belt on your Indian Roadmaster Power Plus, follow these steps. This procedure is applicable to Indian Challenger, Pursuit, and Chieftain Power Plus. Park the motorcycle on a flat level surface and allow it to cool completely. Begin by placing the motorcycle in an upright position with a front wheel clamp in a wheel vise and ensure it is in neutral. Then remove the side cover. If equipped with electrical saddlebag locks, unlock it. Continue by disconnecting the saddlebag lock connector and two connectors, if applicable, near the seat. Next, press the lid latch release button and lift the lid. Now, remove the saddlebag fastener bolts. Finally, tilt the saddlebag away from the frame of the vehicle to remove it. Repeat on the other side. Then, raise the rear of the motorcycle so the rear tire can be freely rotated. Now, inspect the entire length of the drive belt for wear or damage. Reference the owner's manual for belt wear analysis and see your authorized Indian motorcycle dealer if replacement is needed. Next, check and record the belt tension. Ensure the belt is dry before measuring. Locking a tape measure will make it easier to maintain consistent measurements. Then, use the tire valve stem as reference to check and record the belt deflection at 4 different points, 90 degrees apart. Rotate the wheel in a clockwise rotation as viewed from the belt side of the motorcycle. After this, place a mark on the rear wheel at the tightest point, or least deflection, to use as reference. Continue to rotate the wheel clockwise 1 to 2 revolutions until your reference mark, or tightest point, is lined up with the tension setting window in the lower belt guard. Next, adjust the belt deflection with the wheel in this position. Now, place a tape measure or ruler next to the drive belt, or use the graduations on the lower belt guard for reference. Then, slide the O-ring on the belt tension gauge to the 10-pound mark. Next, place the belt tension gauge squarely against the belt at center and keep it at a 90-degree angle to the belt surface. After this, push up on the gauge until the O-ring just touches the tool body and compare to specification. If the belt deflects more than the specified distance with 10 pounds of force, tighten the belt. If the belt deflection is less than specified, loosen the drive belt. To adjust belt deflection, take note of the adjuster locations. Marks are used as a reference for initial wheel alignment. Marks should be roughly in the same position on both left and right side of the wheel. Now, loosen the axle nut. Then, turn the right side adjuster nut to achieve proper belt tension. If the belt deflection is correct, lower the motorcycle. Once the belt tension is correct, check and adjust the final wheel alignment. Begin by rotating the wheel backward. Then, tighten the left side adjuster until the belt comes off inside the sprocket flange during backward wheel rotation. The belt should track to the center of the sprocket tooth surface when properly aligned. Sprocket teeth should be visible on both sides of the drive belt. Next, rotate the wheel in the forward direction and verify that the sprocket teeth are still visible on both sides of the drive belt. If necessary, loosen the axle nut and the left side adjuster until the belt just moves off the right flange and begins to track down the center of the driven sprocket flange during forward wheel rotation. It may be necessary to loosen the axle nut and tap the left end of the axle to ensure it moves forward when the adjuster is loosened. The axle nut must be retightened to the adjustment specification before proceeding. The rear wheel alignment is satisfactory when the drive belt remains centered on the driven sprocket during forward and backward wheel rotation. Sprocket teeth should be visible from both sides of the drive belt. After this, verify that the drive belt tension is still within specification. Next, tighten the rear axle nut to specification. Now, pump the rear brake pedal several times to reset the brake pad distance. Make sure to verify that the wheel rotates smoothly and freely without drag when the brake pedal is released. Continue by safely lowering the motorcycle to the ground. Then, place the saddlebag in a fully seated position on the muffler. After this, insert the saddlebag fastener bolts and torque to specification. Now, close the lid and make sure the lid is aligned with the bin. Then, press firmly on the lid until the latch is fully engaged and the lid is closed tightly. Continue by reconnecting the electrical wiring. Next, reinstall the side cover, using care to avoid damaging electrical wires. Finally, repeat this process on the other side. For more information, see your authorized Indian Motorcycle dealer or visit indianmotorcycle.com.